A very good morning to one and all. Today we are going to see about contouring. To move on, let's see what is a contour. A contour is an imaginary line on the ground surface joining the points of equal elevation. In other words, a contour is a line in which the ground surface is intersected by a level surface, obtaining by joining points of equal elevation. This line on the map represents a contour and it's called as contour line. A contour map. A map showing contour lines is known as a contour map. A contour map gives an idea of the altitudes of the surface features as well as their relative positions in plan serves for the purpose of both plan and elevation. Contouring. The process of tracing contour lines on the surface of the earth is called as contouring. This is a simple diagram showing how the elevation of points is being shown as a plan map showing contour lines of equal elevation. Purpose of contouring. Contour survey is carried out at the starting of any engineering project such as road, railway line, canal, dam and a building. Preparing of contour maps in order to select the most economical or suitable site, to locate the alignment of canals so that it follow a rigid line, to mark the alignment of roads and railways so that the quantity of earthwork both in cutting filling should be minimum, for getting information about the ground whether it is flat, undulating or mountainous, to find the capacity of a reservoir and volume of earthwork especially for mountainous region, to trace out the given trade of particular route, to locate the physical features of the ground such as point, depression, hills, steep or small slopes. Next, what are the factors on which contour interval depends? The factors are nature of ground, purpose and extent of survey, the scale of map, time and expense of field and office work. What are the common values of contour? The following are the common values of the contour interval adopted for various purposes. For large scale maps of flat country or building size, for detailed design work or for the calculation of quantity of earthwork, the quantity of earthwork is zero point 0.2 to zero point 0.5 meter. In case of reservoirs and town planning schemes, it is 0.5 to 2 meter. For location surface, it is 2 to 3 meter. For small scale maps of broken country and generic topographic work is 3 meter, 5 meter, 10 meter or 25 meter. These are all the common things that should be considered. Now let us moving on to the characteristics of contour. This is a very important question with respect to exam point of view. Now we'll move on to the characteristics of contour. All points in a contour line have the same elevation. Flat ground is indicated where the contours are widely separated and steep slope where they run closer. A uniform slope is indicated when the contour lines are uniformly spaced and a plane surface when they are straight, parallel and equally spaced. How do we know it's a hill? A series of close contour lines on a map representing the hill. Here, if the higher values are inside, that represents a hill. If it's a depression, a series of close contour lines on map indicates depression if the values are higher at outside. Next, contour lines on the cross edge or the valley lines are at straight angles. If the higher values are inside the bend or a loop line, it is called a ridge. If the contour lines across a ridge or valley are at right angles, if the higher values are at the outside the bend, it represents a valley. How do we find if it's a ridge or if it's a valley? Next characteristic of contour is contours cannot end anywhere but close on themselves either within or outside the limits of the map. How do we identify if it's an overhanging cliff? Contour lines cannot merge or cross one another on map except in the case of an overhanging cliff. So here from the diagram we can infer that it is an overhanging cliff where the contour lines are starting at a same point intersecting on the point. Next, overhanging cliffs, the same case. Here contour line never run into one aspect in the case of vertical cliff. In this case, contour interval with respect to the horizontal equivalent E becomes 0. If it's a saddle, the depression between the summits is called a saddle. It represents 4 sets of contours as shown. left, right on sideways even, right, left, up and down on sideways. It represents a dip in the ridge or the junction of the two ridges, and in the case of a mountain range, it takes from a pass. Line passing through valleys and summits gives the watershed line. These are the characteristics of contour. Hope you all have understood what are the contour, what are the characteristics of contour, what are the basic rules that are involved in contouring. Thank you all for your attention. If you have any queries, kindly post the questions. Thank you one and all.